Hi, welcome to Coquette Noelle. I'm Sarah Noelle and I run the beauty blog Coquette Noelle. I am officially starting my YouTube channel because, I've been wanting to make videos for a really long time, and I made maybe 2 or 3 YouTube videos last year, but I was really unhappy with the quality and the background, so I thought this year I'd give it a proper go. Because, I have like a list on my phone of all the videos I want to make, so no better time to start than the present, is there? Today I am doing the perfect palette tag because last week I had palette week on my blog, so every day I reviewed a different palette and they will be linked down below if you want to check them out. So I thought it would be fitting for this week to kind of end that series and do the perfect palette. So number one is best packaging, and the palette I have picked for best packaging is this Givenchy palette in Private Felted Nudes, which I have a review on my blog, and it's tiny. If you see, it's a little compact, it's so heavy, and it's just really pretty, very small, and if you listen to, that's how heavy it is, so it's not gonna, break, fall open, and it's just very satisfying to carry in your bag, and you have, colours to take you from day to night, so I really like that packaging, very luxurious. Next we have best colour payoff, and I doubt you'll be surprised with what I pick. I pick the Urban Decay Naked palette. Of course. You all know this. It has fantastic colour payoff. Like, look at that. Look at that. You can't go wrong. Just brilliant. I think every person needs at least one of the Naked palettes in their collection because they're just brilliant. Next is most versatile, and mine might actually be a surprise to some of you because I haven't picked an eyeshadow palette as my most versatile. I've picked this Beauty UK Highbrow All-in-One Brow Definition Kit, and it has 3 matte shades. It has a kind of light brown shade, almost beigey, but it's definitely brown, a dark brown, and a black. It did have a wax here, but I depotted it because I just didn't like it. And these have great pigmentation, if you see here, and I just honestly think they are brilliant. I have actually done a review and uses of brow powder using this palette on my blog, and it's versatile because you can use them as brow powder, as eyeshadows, as eyeliners. I actually like to take this light shade to contour my nose with, even my cheekbones. I think it's just brilliant and incredible value. Plus, it has your basic matte shades that you need, so it doesn't matter what palette you've got, because most palettes, they don't really have a lot of matte shades, so you've got them covered in just this little palette that costs less than £5. Just, yes, must have, incredibly versatile. Yes. Next we have best for travelling, and I picked the new Clinique, what's this called, Neutral Territory 2 palette. Again, I have review swatches on the blog, and it looks like this. It's super pretty. It's very sleek, as you can see, and closes nicely, so it won't spill open, it doesn't look like it'll smash, and it has basically everything for soft pretty day looks to nice night looks. And I think it's a little bit different to your average bronzers, browns, because it's all a bit red toned, and I think red tones just make every eye colour glow. They are amazing, and I love that palette so much, and that is limited edition, so hurry up if you want to get on that. Next is biggest regret, and mine is one from Nars. This is a limited edition item, and this is the Nars Fairies Kiss palette. And I was going through a bit of a purple eyeshadow phase last year, and I just hopped on this because I thought this would be amazing. But honestly, some of these shades are just a bit meh. Like, I don't really like this shade. It's a bit of a weird rosy shade. I don't know. It might look nicer on like deeper skin tones, but on my skin tone it's awful. And this lilac shade is pretty, but it's like a pastel, and again, maybe that will look great on lighter skin. My skin tone is just a no. There are only two shadows I really like in this, that these two, but the palette overall I barely ever use, and I find it hard to make really good looks just using this palette, so sorry Nars, but I regret purchasing you. Next we have best colour names, and the best colour names come from this new Tarte palette, which is the Be Mattenificent palette, like already best name. And they have different names on the sheet here. They have 6 shadows, and listen up. They are Sand, Out from the Crowd, Peach, For the Stars, 2 Plums Up, Pink, Outside the Box, Rose to the Occasion, and View from the Taupe. Just well done, Tarte. I appreciate that. I see what you did there, and I love it. Honestly, if all palettes were like that, just yes. Like, you've got 2 plums up from me, Tarte. 2 plums up. Next is least used palette. And my least used palette is my MAC palette. Oops. Yeah, I love the shades in my MAC palette. I have neutrals, I have purples, I have some greens, I have a red, I have black. It's beautiful, and it really is a sin. I really should use it more, but I have other palettes where everything's just laid in there and I know which colours go together, and this is just kind of a mix and a match, so yeah. Slap on the wrist. I should use this most more. Used palette also comes from MAC, and it isn't an eyeshadow palette. It is the MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette, and this is in the shade medium, and you can see it has 2 correcting shades and 4 concealers, and I adore this palette so much. Like, I basically have used this more or less every day since I bought it last year, so you can see how well it lasts, and it's perfect together are basically perfect for me. And these 2 shades mixed together, in fact. It just depends, because this is peachy, it's good for under my eyes, good for redness, and these 2 good for when I've got a tan. Yeah, just yes, yes, yes. Love this, and I will be sad when it runs out, but they still sell them, so I'll just repurchase it. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. It has every concealer you could ever need for whatever colour you are. So that is my most used, most loved palette. Now I've cheated here because I actually have, oopsie, 3 palettes in this category, and it's the only category I've cheated on, so you know I'm allowed to cheat, right? The first is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder palette, and this is just divine. I already have 3 of the Ambient Lighting Powders. I know, I didn't need these, but it has dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light, and these together can be used, you know, finishing powders or as highlighters, and even a bit of a bronzer. I just think it is gorgeous, and it was limited edition, and I am very happy that I have it in my collection, and I will forever cherish it. Another item which is along the same vein, limited edition, beautiful, 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 beautiful quality, beautiful colours, is my Chanel Mattelassé de Chanel palette in Charming, and oh, isn't this just stunning? Yeah, I love it, and I almost don't want to use it because I'm scared it will run out. It's just my baby. It's my baby. And finally, I thought I would feature a most loved one, which actually isn't limited edition, and you can actually get your hands on. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Vintage Vamp palette, and again, I've done a review on this on the vlog. So yeah, I love this palette. My mum got me it for Christmas. Thank you, Mum. And it's amazing. I have no words. It reminds me of a lot of the Clinique one because of the same kind of tones, but this is just like an amped up version of that. It's very sexy. It's vintage vamp. That's basically it. It makes brown eyes glow, it makes green and blue eyes pop. Like, these shades are beautiful, and if anyone's scared of like burgundy shades, I recommend you try this out because you will be an immediate convert. They are just gorgeous. And the final question, and which palette would you take on a desert island? And mine has to be the Stila in
Okay,
the
let me
Light
take you through
palette.
my thinking.
Desert island. I'm probably not going to bring like loads of brushes with me. I won't be able to blend, blah blah blah. So I need a lot of like one wash wonders. Also, I'll probably be a bit more tan, you know, I'm on a desert island. What if I haven't got SPF? You know, they might not have a pharmacy over there for me to buy SPF. So I need some kind of shades that will suit a tanned complexion, right? This has them. These have some of the most amazing one wash wonders ever. Like, it has this gorgeous champagne-y glitter, which on tans is just, oh, like, look at that, isn't that just stunning? On tans it looks amazing. This pinky bronze shade, just beautiful. Again, with a tan, stunning, yes. And this is one of my favouriteest, like, brown golden goddess shades ever, because it has like a bit of gold sparkle in there. Beautiful, yes, yes, yes. And again, it's some blues. It has 3 beautiful warm matte shades, which will look great with a tan. Yeah, I just love it. You have matte shades for everyday casual beach looks, desert island looks, and you've got something to amp it up on the night, you know, if you feel a bit lonely on a desert island and just want to look sexy in case you bump into some, you know, natives, some aborigines, and have, you know, a bit of bronze eye, a bit of a kitty. This has all of the desert island looks you could ever wish for, and they are super easy to blend and apply. As you can see there, so soft, so smooth. Desert island one for sure. And finally, I thought I would throw at you a little bonus, which would be my kind of wish list palettes. So on my wish list, I absolutely have the Urban Decay 3, but I think because it's not limited edition, I can always buy it whenever, so it's fine. That's why I've not actually rushed out to get it. And one that I am so sad I didn't get my hands on, which I wanted so much, was the Nars palette, you know, the big one that has like, I don't know, 15 shades or whatever it is. Oh, every time I see that on a blog or a YouTube video, I cry inside. I really do. It's really sad. I almost, because I was in France when they came out in the stores and I missed it when it was online, I almost texted my boyfriend and was going to be like, wake up tomorrow morning, like 7:30, go buy me it. Maybe I should have made him. Maybe that was my fault. Maybe it was all my fault. But yeah, maybe they'll make it, you know, unlimited edition. Permanent, that's the word. Maybe they'll make it permanent. And if they do, dear Lord, I will buy it. But yeah, very sad. So they are my 2 top wish list palettes. The Urban Decay Naked 3 palette and the Nars Narcissus palette. Oh, how I want you in my life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And stay tuned because next week I will be doing a Sephora USA haul, and I will be knocking out loads of other videos that I just have wanted to do for a long time. Remember, I will be uploading every Wednesday, and I have a blog which I upload daily if you want some daily beauty loving from me. So yeah, that's everything. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a comment, a thumbs up, subscribe. Like, it would make my day, you have no idea. And hopefully I will see you next week, because you should be subscribed and you will get a video next Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed it all. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I'll see you next week. Bye.